Hello everyone. Today we are sitting with a masterpiece engineer called as Engineer Er.Tareek Azam Saab, who has let out his job as the in charge engineer of the Petronas Tower before 12 years. And he has dedicated his life, now the remaining part of his life and his expertise to the field of education, especially in the backward area called as Azamgarh. In the rural area he has chosen. And very famous quote of his, one share he has told already, that राज ये क्या जाने साहिल के तमाशाई हम डूब के जाने हैं दरिया तेरी गहराई. So let us talk to him. He is with us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Javed.
I just wanted to know, I have seen everything, every activities in detail, and I am very fond of you, like the person who had a very good job in Malaysia and had a very good career, and you have been an engineer from IIT, so you had other activities to do. Why did you choose education?
Yes. Simply, let's say that when I was born in this village and I was educated, my early education was here. And I was very fortunate to get a very fantastic teacher in my childhood, in my primary education, who gave me the real sense of education. Language, mathematics, religious. And while I successfully competed for IIT entrance and I was being educated at IIT, in those days, I had this question again and again in my mind, that why our rural community, especially in Azamgarh, is so backward in modern education. We have produced in the past very learned scholars of international reputation. Allama Shibli, Balsuhair, Farrahi, Amin Ahmad Islami, many, even Dr. Isra, physicist, and there are many names I can't remember right now.
Mr. Frank is going to Azamgarh.
Okay. People have gone to America and excelled there. But people of Azamgarh getting higher education, excelling and going and settling in foreign countries, or even cities in India, is of no use to people of Azamgarh. They still remain at the same bottom rung of the ladder. Their socio-economic situation remains the same. So what can I do? I said, first thing, I must make some money before I want to do. Because you cannot, like a madrasa people, you cannot take the bowl from day one. You must do something, show them.
Instead of criticizing, you started working.
Yeah. So, alhamdulillah, I was very well bestowed with knowledge, with money, with health.
Experience.
All three things essential for the struggle of life. So I said, if I don't do something, who else is going to do it? I have all the three things. I have money, a reasonable amount, not huge amount, but reasonable amount. I have the knowledge, the best education I could get, and I am very healthy. I have no diabetes, no blood pressure, no nothing. So about this idea came to me about 20 years ago.
Okay.
I established the trust, the society, and elementary school in my village where I was born. Because if I want to serve the society at large, I must start from my own house.
Yes, 100%.
My own people are illiterate, uneducated, uncultured, backward, economically poor. There's no point for me to looking for others to uplift them. I must uplift my own people first. So that's why the idea to establish the school in the village itself.
Okay, along with the school, you had some other intention like educating people in the modern style with religious activities?
Correct. So when it came to the education, I started doing research before studying in school. I traveled the whole world.
Oh.
I went to America twice. I went to Europe a few times, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Singapore. India, all over India I traveled and see how people are doing it.
Okay.
And then I created my own model. I integrated curriculum for religious and modern education
Okay.
with scientific temperament and spirituality.
Oh.
Religion for the sake of religion, confined to the rituals, is really not the religion. If it does not create the character, in Urdu we say shakhsiyat sazi,
Yeah.
किरदार साजी.
Correct.
अगर किरदार नहीं है तो फिर दीन का कोई असर नहीं है आप.
जी.
So किरदार साजी, शख्सियत साजी, character building is the essential part of education. So taking the spiritual and the religious education from Islam and the modern education combined. From nursery till primary, our curriculum is very religious curriculum. Most of the Islamic.
So you started from nursery actually?
Yes, from the nursery. And at the same time, very great emphasis on communication skills, mathematics, and religious knowledge.
Okay. Okay.
And then from the 6th onward, we do the normal curriculum, ICSC board curriculum. And then we now creating a residential coaching where we prepare them from class 6 for the competition.
So you are going to adopt the student or you are going to train them
adopt
from-
them. Those who are very good, very bright, we adopt them.
Okay.
And those who are not so bright, we ask the parents to pay for it,
Okay.
if they're interested in putting in the hostel. But the real, very bright ones, if they're poor, they can't afford, we pay for them.
I have seen your project Talimabad, something, some dosha I have seen. So in that you are going to establish the institution plus the commercial
Talimabad is
institution.
a very broad and very long-term concept where basic education, technical education, professional education, and a very conducive environment, residential college, laboratories, library, all this. Inshallah, if I have the time and I have the resources. See, teaching of science, for example, has become a very uninspiring thing in Indian schools and colleges. Very few
Previously schools used to be inspiring.
Yes. My idea of teaching science is very different. I want to create a whole environment. For example, I want to have a small botanical garden within the campus. I want to have open air scientific experimentations.
Okay.
Right? If I want to teach them Archimedes principle, I will create the water experiment in the open air, right? And such instruments and such equipments which will demonstrate basic scientific concepts to children.
Okay.
Right? So that when they learn those things in the classroom, they can relate to the
Actual practical things. Yes.
Similarly, like if you see our nursery school, in the nursery school, children are given to play with the sphere, with the cone, with the pyramid, with the cylinder, and all that thing. They are just only asked.
And the same thing come into the higher education.
Yes. So when in the higher education, when they told about, okay, this is the figure of a cylinder, they don't have to imagine anything. They have seen
They already
they have
see
felt
it.
it, they have touched it. Right? So that is the concept of teaching and giving education. Really, I want to implement it in my whole system.
It's really inspiring. The story is really inspiring, and I would request all the viewers to please cooperate with us, as I am attached to him. and we have heard it's a givers gain formula. People who give, they gain.
Yes.
So in the field of education, nothing is like irreversible. It will come back to you. It will come back to your society. So I would encourage, I request all the financially and educationally good people to come forward. They can talk to me. They can come and visit here, and they can see the practical ground. 11 and 12 years hard work he has done, and he's created an environment in which we cannot imagine. It's in Azamgarh, the city of rural area and other things and villages. They come here and they are getting education of modern type with religious activities. So thank you very much, and I wish you all the best, and we will be in touch, inshallah. Thank you.